twice a game, but how do you prepare for the completely random safety blitz, corner blitz, weird coverage package they give you?
I think at that point you got to kind of rely on your fundamentals a little bit. I think back to Northwestern last year on the first interception I threw, they played a coverage that they hadn't shown in like 10 years. They just kind of got the best of us there, and I didn't do a good job of recognizing what it was. And I think if you fall back on your fundamentals and kind of, for me personally, go through my progression and don't force anything, regardless of if they show something that is completely foreign to what they do, you should be okay. The problem is that if we're fundamentally, unsound or, we don't know how to prepare, or don't know how to execute in that moment, which, we all should, we're trained to. But if you don't fall back on your fundamentals, that's when bad plays can happen, and that's when, a defense can get the best of you.
Where does your resilience or confidence come from after a Saturday? Like Sunday, are you okay?
Sunday hurts, still. But I think once Monday morning when we get in here and we're full speed ahead on the Northwestern, it's pretty easy to kind of move forward because it's kind of the beauty of this game is that whether we won last week or we lost, none of that matters when you get on the field against a new team. You don't get to carry over any points, you don't get to carry over any yards, anything like that. It's all out there for the taking. So, the confidence is in our preparation, and we know we have a lot of really good football players in this team, and we know we can bounce back. And now we just got to go do it. Got to put in the work and go, have fun out there and play a good game.
In high school, like Dave, Tiga, so all of us wanted this. So.
And then you were able to get it first.
Yeah, I was able to get it.
Good stuff. Thanks so much, Shane.
Yeah, no problem.
What do you see from Northwestern on film, and why are they kind of perpetually a thorn in the Hawkeyes side? What do you have to do to prevent that from being the case in 2021?
Yeah, on film, they're just a tough team, physical players, good players. They have a good running back and a good offensive tackle, one of the best in the nation, obviously. And we just know we just have to come to play. Because every year that's what they do with us. They come to play. They're ready to be physical. They're ready to attack, and we just have to match that tempo and surpass that tempo this week.
Night game, you like night games to take you back to your high school days? You've had other games under the lights this year, but full-fledged night games, do you like those?
Yeah, night games, they're just a different energy about the night games. Just being under the lights, it's just a cool experience, cool time just to be out there with your brothers, just working on the same goal, trying to get the win.
How do you process a game like last week that did not go, a lot of things didn't go the way that the Hawkeyes wanted?
Yeah, obviously you just have to learn from your mistakes from last game. Obviously we didn't get the outcome we wanted. Obviously there's still more work to do, and that's what we've been focused on this week. We've been focused on correcting our mistakes, focused on staying together as a team, and focused on just working harder so we can get the outcome that we really want.
Your goals are still all out there, right?
Yeah. I think our goals are still out there, and that's what we got to play like, and that's what we've been preaching to each other, that everything we want to accomplish, we can still accomplish. It's still a long season.
Break a big run, then come back and maybe lose 2 to 3 yards. So it's all about consistency and making sure guys are getting to the right spot so we can gain 2 to 3, 4 to 5, and keep gaining and gaining instead of gaining and then losing.
How about Gavin Williams? Saw this, they released yesterday that Ivory had an injury, so I feel bad for him. But Gavin certainly has made the most of his opportunities. What could he maybe even do this week, and what's he been doing behind the scenes?
Yes, Gavin does everything right, and he prepares right. He's always ready no matter the situation. If he's going into the game, he might not get as many reps, or as of this week, someone gets hurt, he's going into the week knowing he's going to get a lot of reps. So he's been doing a good job making sure he's prepared, and Ivo and including myself and the best among the room has been making sure he's ready and making sure he's up to speed, because going into a game and you getting a lot of reps can be overwhelming, but we're just trying to make sure he's comfortable in any type of situation. And
how's your body holding up? Haven't had a ton of carries, honestly, the last few weeks. I know that's a product of good D, but...
Most definitely. Yes, my body is holding up well.
30-carry game here?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for anything. My body's prepared well. I'm going to make sure my body is always prepared for any situation. Like I said, I pride myself on getting stronger and stronger throughout the season. It may not be the case sometimes, but the games we do get to have a chance to pop open and work in one game, I'm gonna be prepared for the situation. I'm gonna be ready to go.
What's that frustration level like the past two games when it just doesn't feel like anything is clicking?
Yes, it's always devastating to see us not going out there and clicking on offense. It's just not a good feeling. It can get frustrating, and it is very frustrating for us right now. But right now we're just moving on and going to the next game. It's all about moving on and taking the next step and trying to do everything you can do just to be prepared for the upcoming defense or the upcoming team.
You try not to press too much. Try not to, sometimes if you try to force things too much, then it's going to get worse.
Yes, most definitely. I do think if you try to force things, it gets worse, and it causes guys to tense up and be pressed about things. We just have to learn how to relax and not get out of character on both sides of the ball, especially on offense. Like you said, it's not been going well for us the past 2 weeks, but this game and each and every game going forward, we plan to have a successful game of offense.
Does this team still have that drive to want to, we still got 4 games left, still got stuff to play for?
Yes, you always got to have the drive, especially the guys in the locker room, the guys we have in the locker room, good character guys. They know that we can still accomplish the things we want to accomplish, and that's a winning season, and hopefully winning out and going to a bowl game and winning the bowl game. So we do our best to stress to the guys that our season's not over, and we still have 4 more games after this, and after this we'll still have 3, and then the next we'll still have 2 more games. So It's all about just keep pushing and keep going and hope for the best.
So you can, there's a lot of positives in that and how this team is and how we're going to respond. So, like I said, moving on to Saturday, I'm excited to see how we're going to play. And, I think, we're gaining the confidence in practice and just all the things that we're seeing on film, all the things, we're learning from. So, it's going to be a good one.
Does the offensive line almost feel, I'm probably feel under attack a little bit on the outside. I feel like you want to put your best foot forward like soon.
Yeah, anytime you're struggling, you're obviously going to have people, saying that, the unit's not good. But, I have tremendous trust in all the guys that I play with on the O-line, even the tight ends, running backs. So, things are going to start clicking. We're in a little lull right now, but have the utmost confidence in our coaching staff and our players that, we're going to push through this and be totally fine.
Is it easy to ignore all that outside noise for you?
Sometimes you can't focus on it because, it's just going to affect you in a negative way. I guess you could use it as motivation for sure, but, at the end of the day, it's the people in this building that's going to get the job done on Saturday. So, just knowing that is important. So.